Today we will be covering Tek 6.8D, determine solutions for problems involving the volume of right rectangular prisms where dimensions are positive rational numbers. This is a you-do independent practice exercise. A rectangular prism is 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2.5 feet tall. What is the volume of the prism in cubic feet? Let's use the cube problem-solving strategies to find out what data we can find in the word problem to help us solve this problem. We'll start off by circling the numbers. You should have circled 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2.5 feet tall. Next, let's underline the question. What is the volume of the prism in cubic feet? Now let's box the keywords. A rectangular prism, volume, prism in cubic feet. Now let's evaluate the information that we have gathered from the word problem and find out what steps we need to take to solve the problem. Rectangular, we can notice on our anchor chart, or we also notice on our reference sheet that rectangular, we can find the area, and that would be the area of base. Prism on our reference sheet, we know we can find that up under volume, so that we know that we're looking for the volume of a shape, of a prism shape. Now, as we look at our reference chart, we know that the formula for a volume for a rectangular prism is length times width times height, or area of base times height. Now, let's see if we can label our data along with our formula. So, if we look at the word long, we know that the long also stands for length. So, our length will be 6 feet. Our width will be 4 feet from the word wide. And our height would be 2.5 feet from the word tall. Now, let's move on to strategies and processes that we have learned in class and utilize them to solve this problem. First, let's draw a shape. We drew a rectangular prism. Now, let's write the formula from our reference chart on our paper. Volume equals area of base times height, or volume equals length times width times height. Now, let's label our shape according to the formula. We know that our length is 6 feet. We know that our width is 4 feet. And we know that our height is 2.5 feet. Now, let's substitute the variables with the given values. We replace the L, or we replace the variable for length with a 6. We replace the variable of width with a 4. And we replace the variable of h, or height, with 2.5. And we're trying to find our volume, which is already isolated. We're going to use PEMDAS, which is multiply, to solve this problem. When we multiply, we realize that 6 times 4 gives us 24. And now we have to finish up the multiplying. We solved everything that was inside the parentheses. Now we have 24 times 2.5. This gives us a volume of 60 feet cubic. That's why in the word problem, if we go back and reference it, we can see that cubic feet is the units that our shape is being measured in. And that's how we have to record our answer.